Come hang out with me in my kitchen and learn how to make the best homemade blueberry muffins. This is another recipe in my series of documenting my personal family recipes for my kids and grandkids. And this time I enlisted the help of my daughter. You can see her little hands. It's going to start with 1 whole stick of butter and 1 whole cup of white sugar. And in a stand mixer, you want to use the paddle attachment and cream the butter and sugar together until thoroughly incorporated and it becomes lighter in color. Now this recipe is going to make 12 muffins. A lot of people are nervous to get their kids or grandkids involved in the kitchen, but I'm telling you, it's so beneficial to their hand-eye coordination. They learn math skills with fractions and measuring, and just overall life skills that are irreplaceable, and the memories that you will build together will last a lifetime. If you are baking with small children, keep in mind they're going to make mistakes. So we crack eggs into a separate container, for example, just in case there's any eggshells. We can take them out before we mix them into our muffin batter. And you should always be prepared to make a little bit extra of a mess. But hey, if you're not making a mess in the kitchen, are you really baking? Once you add your eggs one at a time, you're going to measure out 1 cup of sour cream. I like the squeeze containers because there's no cross-contamination with the sour cream or like a dirty spoon going in it or anything, and it just seems a lot easier when it comes to measuring sour cream out. One thing I want to mention is we're going to make blueberry muffins today, but this muffin base recipe can be utilized with any fruit additive. As with any stand mixer recipe, you want to stop midway and scrape the bowl, make sure that everything is getting into the mix, and then just beat it again. Now to prepare your blueberries, of course you want to make sure there's no stems, and we're going to add just a tiny amount of all-purpose flour and coat the blueberries in the flour. Now what this does in the process is it makes it so all your blueberries won't just sink to the bottom of the muffin. If you've ever eaten a blueberry muffin and gotten no blueberries in your bite, that was the problem. Now to that we added a 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Now we're going in with 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and we're only mixing just to combine. So stop it and add your blueberries, and then again, you're only going to mix to combine. You do not want to overmix this batter. One of the most exciting side effects of having your children or grandchildren join you in the kitchen is building their confidence, and also they will not be afraid to try new things. They get excited about healthy foods, and they're willing to give things a try that they normally wouldn't try, just because they had a part in it. So even though this was a very slow process, I let my daughter do the scooping, and I let her do 1 scoop into each muffin cup. But then towards the end, I just had to take over, just to get the process done. We don't want the batter to sit too long, and we want to get these in the oven. So in a preheated oven, you're going to bake these at 375, and it's going to take 25 to 30 minutes until they're golden brown on top and a toothpick comes out clean. Look how good they look. Oh my goodness. We cannot wait to try them. A wonderful side effect to trying this recipe is your home is going to smell amazing. And if you bake these at night like I did, there's no chance that any will be left in time for breakfast the next day. My daughter couldn't wait and she had to try one. She likes to put butter on hers. I like to eat them just plain, but when they are warm, they are unbelievable. So don't be afraid to get the little ones involved in your kitchen. And if you give this recipe a try, tag me. I would love to see your results. From my kitchen to yours, happy baking.